Lots of people say they identify with animals and are able to form close bonds. And even the largest animals can get close to humans, like Kodiak bear Jimbo. This 9-foot-tall bear may weigh over 1,400 pounds, but his best friends are humans. Jim is one of them. Get to know the story of Jimbo, the Kodiak bear. Jim Kowalski and his wife, Susan, run the Orphan Wildlife Center in Odysville, New York, a non-profit organization that provides care for orphaned or injured animals. Kowalski founded the sanctuary in 2015 with a mission to save orphaned wildlife, rehabilitate them, and release them into the wild. Animals that can't return to a wild life are provided a safe haven at the Odysville facility. The Orphan Wildlife Center accepts animals from other rehabilitation groups, including when their original group couldn't release them back into the wild. The Kowalski have been licensed wildlife rehabilitators since 1996. They live on the 100-acre estate with the animals and do all of the daily care and maintenance. In addition to bears, the sanctuary cares for deer, squirrels, chipmunks, rabbits, groundhogs, foxes, and even possums. Most of the attention goes to the bears, as do the unusual bonds they form with their bears. There's no false pretenses like there are with people and stuff. What you see is what you get, Jim observed. They have 11 bears living at the sanctuary: Kodiak, Syrian, and black bears. The bears participate in educational programs. They are not, however, trained to do tasks like circus bears. Instead, they live in a big outdoor enclosed area with wooded elements, even trees and ponds. The couple formed very close bonds with their bears, including Jimbo. This bear is 9 feet tall and weighs over 1,400 pounds. Jimbo was born in captivity and isn't suitable for living in the wild. He has always been around humans and is very close to his caregivers. Jimbo is 23 years old. They all enjoy a special relationship. Jimbo doesn't do any performing or tricks. He has been with us since he was a cub, said Jim. He came from a situation where he was born in captivity and had no skills to be released back into the wild. The bear is so friendly, you can even lay down with him if you work on the sanctuary. It is not open to the public, however. Jim says that one of the best things about Jimbo is how playful he is with humans and other animals. They'll play with you all day if you have the time. In addition to their enclosed area, there is also a separate den for the bears to explore. There is plenty of playtime at the sanctuary. The bears and the Kowalskis' care are healthy and happy. They have distinct personalities and plenty of room to shine. They're content, they're happy. If they weren't, you would know it. Jimbo is my best friend. It doesn't get any better than that. He loves you just for you, Jim said. Still, the Kowalskis are mindful that the bears are wild animals. Despite how socialized they are with humans, bears can be dangerous. He describes Jimbo as very gentle, but sometimes he doesn't know his own strength. Like if you're trying to walk away, he will grab your clothes or shorts and pull you back to him. Think of the strongest person you know and magnify it by 1,000 times. He has so much strength, all he'd have to do is lay on you, he said. The Kowalski are licensed rehabilitators and spend a long time training orphan animals to live in the wild. For example, they are teaching black bear Nunu about balance. Nunu couldn't put weight on 2 of his paws. One would fold under and the other turned inward. The couple has been working to help him learn to balance like bear. Jimbo loves watermelon. The sanctuary posts videos and photographs of the bear enjoying his life on Instagram. The videos have made Jimbo a big fan favorite among the sanctuary's many supporters. Who doesn't love watermelon in the summer? The center tries to give the bears as much enrichment as possible. The couple and their volunteers love taking care of bears. Even though it is a big job, they have 11 bears who eat about 30 pounds of food every day. Their well-balanced diet includes meat, fruit, pet food, peanuts, and even treats. The bears like marshmallows for treats. Taking care of them is a labor of love. Susan says raising bears is much like having children. It's a wonderful thing to watch them grow up and to have them from very little and make an impression on them. Jim agrees. They are like your children. That's how much you love them, and they give a lot back to you. They love you just as much. Sometimes you take it for granted, but it is a special relationship. Since the lifespan of a Kodiak bear is 20 to 25 years. As you might imagine, the couple has had to handle losing some of their animals. They have suffered the loss of 4 of their bears since the sanctuary opened. The couple has grieved the loss in the same way they would when a friend or family member dies. It's the same thing as mourning a child, Susan said. The sanctuary recently said goodbye to 2 groundhogs they saved. Joni and Gus, the groundhogs now know how to live in the wild, so their return is a success. The sanctuary prefers to do soft releases, which means they open the door to their own woods and let the animals come and go. If they please, the sanctuary keeps providing food for those who return. Sometimes the animals who are released never return, but others wind up finding their way back to the sanctuary. Pippin was an orphan goose who the sanctuary nursed back to health and returned to the wild in 2016. More than a year later, the goose returned with a husband and babies. The couple wouldn't have it any other way though. They adore caring for their animals. Their bond with the bears is intense. The bears are everything to me. I would do anything for them. I spend all day with them. Every day," said Susan. Jim said that this is the life for him. "This is our life. And we are a big bear family." The couple also relies on donations to keep the center going. This center is a labor of love. No one here gets paid, including myself, Susan, or Jem. Every dollar raised goes directly to making the lives of these animals better. Carrie Clare, director of the Orphan Wildlife Center, said, "Our goal is to raise enough money to expand our enclosures, add new enclosures, and create a fund to continue this center long after we are gone. There are very few places that can handle animals, such as bears, and we strive to be an example and a model for places caring for these animals."